We begin tonight with a Valley News Live exclusive. A whistleblower reached out to us about concerns he had with the West Fargo Public Works Department. So we did some digging and found out that at least one official was fired earlier this week.
Valley News Team's Rose Itzkevich joins us in the studio with the details. Rose, what'd you find?
Yeah, Mike and Andrea, the city tells me Assistant Public Works Director Ryan James was terminated Monday, though the city says they won't comment on personnel issues. I reached out to James several times today, but haven't heard back yet. I did speak with his wife, who says the news came as a shock to them. She says James went into work on Monday as usual and then found out he no longer had a job, and that his colleagues were just as surprised to hear about his termination as his family was. I'm still awaiting from James himself, and I've requested records from the city of West Fargo concerning this. So, Valley News Live as we continue to update you. For now, Rose Itzkevich, Valley News Live, back to you.
All right, thanks, Rose. James' last employment with the city of West Fargo began in November of 2013. He was an equipment operator, then operations manager, and then assistance director of public works. If you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, 701-237-6576, and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
It has been one of those hold on to your hat days with warmer temps continuing. Let's find out from Hutch what the evening will bring. He's here with your No Wait weather planner. Hutch?
Oh, we have a little bit of a breeze, but the difference is today's breeze from the southwest, and for some of us westerly, that's brought in some cooler air. We're down about 10 degrees over what we saw yesterday, and the humidity down with dew points that are closer to 60 degrees as opposed to into the low 70s. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. We do have some clouds mainly north along Highway 200 and points north. Radar picking up some weak echoes up there, not all of which are reaching the ground, but the best chance of sprinkles this evening, Highway 200 and points north. For Fargo, we stay dry, just a few fair weather clouds, temperatures slipping into the mid to upper 60s by the time we head to bed tonight. More clouds up in the Grand Forks area with a temperature of 68 at 10 o'clock. Some thunderstorms and strong ones to close out the work week. I'll have the latest in your updated forecast here on our chances of severe weather here in a minute.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
The community continues to mourn the death of Landon Solberg, the brave West Fargo boy who lost his battle with brain cancer yesterday. There's a way that you can show support for the family by showing that Landon's light still shines on. In a statement, his family says, in honor of Landon's life, consider leaving your porch lights on for the month of September. They go on to say that although the world can bring us darkness, Landon showed us the impact we can each have as a light in one another's lives. Meanwhile, a celebration of Landon's life will be held Monday, September 23rd. The service is scheduled for Shields Arena in Fargo. Visitation is slated from 4 to 5:30, with the service beginning at 6 o'clock. You're asked to wear any of the following: Landon's light t-shirts, Bison gear, Eagles or Broncos jerseys, Star Wars or Harry Potter shirts, anything that represents Landon.
Fargo police are asking for your help finding a missing 16-year-old. Zania Livinggood was last seen at home in the 4300 block of 9th Avenue Circle South on Saturday wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt. Zania has a tattoo on her right wrist of a line with a sun coming up. Police say she left her apartment with a friend and no one knows where she went. She also goes by the last name Thompson. So if you have any information on her whereabouts, call dispatch 451-7660.
There's still no sign of a missing elderly woman that prompted a silver alert across the region. 87-year-old Clara Braun of Buffalo, South Dakota, hasn't been in contact with family or friends since Monday. She was last seen around 6 that morning driving north on South Dakota Highway 73 toward Lemon, South Dakota. That's right on the North Dakota border. Braun is white, 5 feet 1 inches tall, 120 pounds. She has blue eyes. She is believed to be driving a 2012 Chrysler 300, South Dakota license plate 35C588. Please consider her endangered. She has dementia and may be confused or disoriented. If you see this woman or the car, contact your local law enforcement.
A Mayville man is warning you to lock your doors after he says a garage break-in left him with a knife wound to his arm. It happened just after 3 Tuesday morning. The suspect ran away, and Trail County deputies are now searching for answers.
It's one of my worst fears ever being realized, is somebody trying to come into our house.
Satram says, because it was so dark, he wasn't able to get a close look at the suspect, but describes him as a white man, about 5'11" to 6 feet tall, with a medium build. The Traill County Sheriff tells us there were no other house or cars in the area broken into Tuesday night or at all this week, saying this is still an active investigation.
In Bemidji, police need your help in identifying a person of interest regarding an ongoing investigation. Now, if you know this person, private message authorities at 218-556-6706. Reference photo 406 when speaking with an officer or leaving a message.
A big drug bust at a South Moorhead apartment netted 24 grams of fentanyl, which is equivalent to 12,000 lethal doses of the opioid painkiller. Along with the fentanyl, police found half a pound of heroin, crack cocaine, and prescription medication. The estimated street value of the fentanyl is $5,000. 33-year-old Donald Quinn Jr. and 30-year-old Candy Latrice Wilson were arrested and faced several charges. Police say 3 children were also found in the apartment at the time of the drug bust.
Grand Forks police are warning residents about a tech-savvy group of scammers. These scammers are calling people claiming to be IRS agents with fake badge numbers. They even call from a number that looks like it's coming from the IRS's toll-free number on your caller ID. The scammer may also have the last 4 digits of your Social Security number, but officers say these calls are scams and that no law enforcement agency will ever call asking for money over the phone or through a wire transfer.
Local animal rescue groups say they're seeing more dogs show up in their shelter, likely because of a new mobile home park policy. 3 mobile home parks in Fargo and West Fargo are under new management, which now means tenants have to get rid of their dogs if they're considered a dangerous breed. Some residents say they cannot afford to move and are being forced to make tough decisions. Now, some of those animals are turning up in shelters, and rescuers say they're in desperate need of foster homes to care for the influx of dogs. We'll have much more on this story tonight.
The power of our community was celebrated today. The United Way of Cass Clay kicking off its 2019 campaign. Organizers saying the goal is to rally people around the United Way's community investment goals. The nonprofit wants to raise more than $6 million and says it'll need the entire community's help to do that. With the funds, the United Way says it will work to reduce hunger and homelessness, prepare children to succeed, help community members live independent lives, and lift others out of poverty.
I love to see the results that can happen when people give to United Way. Those investments are turned into changed lives and people that are changed forever, including their family and their entire future. And so that's what's really exciting to me.
Some people who have benefited from the United Way's programs spoke about how the community's support changed their lives. You can find more information on the United Way's campaign on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com.
Good news for parents. A favorite local attraction for kids is staying open all winter. Thunder Road made the announcement today on social media. The Fargo attraction says the arcade and its laser tag arena will be open Friday through Sunday, and it can also host special events.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, as local communities here spray to keep the growing number of mosquitoes in check, what one state is doing to battle a deadly mosquito-borne virus.
While temperatures today were above seasonal averages, the real heat suppressed a little farther to the south. This morning, many of us woke up with some showers and a lot of lightning and thunder. More of that in the forecast later in the week. I'll have details next.